We're out here today going to do a run with our 8mm Carcanos. The reason I'm going to do the cavalry carbine first is this one here I believe is in a little bit better condition, but refer back to the video where I described these two guns prior to coming out here. We're going to use a cast bullet. This is an old Lyman 180 grain. It mimics a military round. Cast bullet loaded down. A lot of people have asked me if these are safe to fire. I discussed that in the other video. We have our single shot block in, and just to get an idea, and I have my standard wide background Carcano test target, and I put in a sighting round, got an idea, so I'm going to put 4 down here now, aim it at the same point and see what I get. So the single shot block works in 8mm. You answered that question. You know, recoil's fine because this is a very light load. I use it in my 88 commission rifles. It's safe. Alright, let's go take a look at what we did. Okay, this is kind of unusual. When I fired the first sight-in round, I ended up here, aiming in the middle. I fired the other 4 rounds. One of them is close to the bull, and the rest are going up here, kind of high. The other 3 high and to the left. So it's shooting a little towards the left. I just don't know if the cast bullets are undersized. I may have to trick it out and get a larger bullet. Plus, I don't believe that Spire Point bullet was a good mold. Lyman discontinued it. I do have a Lee mold and some others that have more of a bearing surface on the bullet. We can try them later, but for right now, not very good. And this is at 50 yards. Okay. Alright, next up is the Troop Special in 8mm. Now, when these things came in years ago, they weren't that expensive. But now they've gotten up to where people are asking like over $300 to $400 for these. Are they worth it? You know, I don't know. I just kind of collect and shoot. I don't assign values. The reason I held off on using this one, and this is the recent one I picked up, is there's a couple little nicks up on the muzzle. So I was wondering if that would affect accuracy. So I'm going to run 5 down there and see what we end up with. Now if you see the bolts not closing on some of these, it's because there's a variance in the brass, and when I put that cast bullet in, that's another thing. I'm using a 324 diameter cast bullet, which may be a little undersized. 326 would probably be better if it would fit in the neck and go in there. Some of this brass, when you put the 324 bullet in, it's a little thicker. And that has to do with who made the brass. Alright, let's go take a look. Alright, we have a totally different result here. As you notice, those paying attention, there's a hole taped up. That was my sighter. So when I did a sighting with this gun, it was right there. The other one was shooting way up here in the corner. So now, the 5 rounds, I got 1, 2 in the diamond, 2 up here, 3, 4, and 1 high flyer up there, 5. So that is not that bad. And like I said, it had some nicks on the muzzle, and I thought it wouldn't shoot accurately. I guess it's something I don't have to worry about. And why would this, with the same ammo in that rifle, shoot like this where the other one was throwing them all over? I have no idea. So what I'm going to do is tape these up and finish off. I only made up 20 rounds. Finish off the rest of them in that gun and just see how it comes out. Alright, I got the cavalry carbine back since we did so well with the TS. I'm going to put 3 more rounds down with this. And I looked at the front sight, it looks like it's been knocked way to the right, and we are shooting a tad high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 more rounds down and try to use some Kentucky windage to bring it in and see. So I'm going to lower the front sight down in the notch, and I'm going to aim to the edge of the target paper there and see how, just for the hell of it, then I'm going to finish up the rest of the box of ammo with the other gun. See how we did with that theory. Okay, so I drew it in closer to the center and did drop it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 or 7 inches. So this gun has like a 300-meter sight, and the front sight is tapped way to the right, out of place. So that needs to be an adjustment. I didn't bring my tools to do that. But a little bit better. Now we kind of got it. Now I'm going to go and see if I could put the 5 into that diamond out of the TS carbine. I'm going to put the last 5 down there just to see if we can repeat the accuracy. I only made 20 rounds. I kind of whipped this up quick over the weekend. I wanted to get out here and test out these rifles. And again, brass is different. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Now why one sight will be set at 300, must have to do with the front sights, I guess. Both of them have the fixed rear sight on there, and they look about the same. Maybe I'll measure them and see if there's a difference. Okay. Let's go see. Alright, this is very strange. I had 3 bullets right there in the diamond, and over here I have 2 wild shots. One here, one up there. I do not understand that. Either there was a problem with the bullet, or there's something, the gun has to be checked out. That's extremely strange. Alright, so more investigating, more checking out stuff. But I don't understand why 3 of the 5 are there and I had 2 flyers. Okay. Could be the cast bullet had a defect in them and did that, or buildup of lead, whatever. The gun's got to be inspected. Alright, well that's it for the 8mm. Challenging as you can see, but they can be fired.